Why couldn't he made a ruling, years earlier when this guy was playing games with his time? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Usne. Hope you can call me Usne or Hope, anything you please, you want or desire. I know I look different. So I come to you with a story time 20 months later. I know. Do not please kill me. I'm so please. There's a valid reason. I tried doing the story time maybe a couple of months after. I just did not work out. And as I was doing this face, I did it, but I put the phone vertically on portraits, and I didn't want my comeback on YouTube, to be with a mistake. So I just, have to retell it again. What a boy, when you've done something, redoing it again, just doesn't feel the same. But I'll try my best, and because it's not even something exciting and stuff. But let's get on to it. Let's get on to it. Let's get on to it. Well, just because I can't sing does not mean I won't sing. Let's get something right on this channel. Just because I cannot sing does not mean I won't sing. I will always sing if I want to, and yeah. So if you have not been on this channel, well, I started this channel to journal my journey, with case. Well, at first it was a case. It ended up cases of GBV / domestic violence, and great. With a member of the SANDF who was protected mightily, by the judiciary or the legal fraternity of this country. Not because he is powerful, but because, let's leave that with the imagination, but because it is South Africa, let's just say that. Where is Kat Matlala right now? Huh? What happened to the killers of Senziwe? Why is it that over 10 years later, that case is not solved yet? So yes, I started this channel to journal my journey with those cases. It started piling up one after the other, because when they gave this guy what do you call it, when they gave the anonymity, he felt like he was above the law and he could do anything and everything to me. So it just went one thing over the other, over the other, over the other, and it just became, what. And so I just want to come back and report on the case that, was the biggest of that all, which, left me in this situationship. Left me on a wheelchair and with a problem of incontinency. Yes, I wear diapers. Too cute to wear diapers, ne? Yeah, so basically, if I had won the case, I definitely would have said that. I would have walked out of that court, not in tears, but would have, with a smile and excitement, and said, Mama, I made it! And, with joy and excitement. But obviously I didn't, and have been depressed for almost 2 years. Can't say over a year because next month will be exactly 2 years. So I'm sorry that I haven't come. I will tell you about my inconstancy in the next video. I've already done the video, but I felt that, you know what, this video should come first. So what happened is that I was just tired of, you know, the injustice. So that and I was hoping that on that particular day, you know, something was going to happen. So I walked into court and I refused, you know, to be questioned and answer this question, and to, you know, to answer the questions of, you know, to be cross-examined, answer the questions of his lawyer. And I just started, you know, saying that, you know, how this has been unfair. Previously, and, you know, there had been trial within a trial, which means that I had said, you know, mentioned that the what had happened is that the case I had experienced further victimization in courts, or further victimization, not just in courts. Actually, on the day when I went to open the case, the police officer that opened the case for me, you know, further victimized me. Why was I there? Why actually was I opening the case? Why then? Why really am I opening the case, as if I shouldn't have opened the case? You know, is it because I try to bribe him? Is it, you know, it was a lot of things. So I don't know what he went and said, but they believed him over. Absolutely, they believed everything other than me, the victim. So I tried and said, and I went in and said what has been happening. My first interaction with the prosecutor was him wanting me to withdraw the charges. I have never had a formal consultation, never had actually any sort of consultation with that man. Instead of him wanting, you know, me to accept money from this guy, and of that thing, me presenting him with evidence and him not wanting to use it and not giving me valid reasons why not it wasn't sufficient or not admissible in court. It was just a whole lot of things. And this guy, the prosecutor, may your soul not rest in peace. Mr. Mkhoti, Kizu Mkhoti of the Lady Brand Courts. That man, I was looking for my J88 at some point. He pointed me to the magistrate. I had to go and have an interaction with the magistrate. I didn't even know that I'm not supposed to talk to him. And he had to tell me that, well, it is supposed to be within your docket. Only then did he give me, and because the magistrate had to, you know, address the matter in court on that particular day, you know, which means they did not want me to have further evidence. They did not use the photos of the incident in court. No witnesses were used except for the doctor. Thank God I made sure that I went to the doctor. I'm so grateful that I did. It was just so, I felt that I was truly failed. So I was like, yes, I feel that I'm not getting my justice. Therefore, can I, you know, if I'm not getting my justice, you know, this court is truly biased. I counted the number of incidences that had happened from the very beginning when this Mr. Mkhoti guy This guy had said that he had received, long before this guy came to court, that he must give him a bail of 500 rands from his superiors. And when I asked his superiors, they denied that. I think he also had this mentality of that because they are white, I'm never going to ask, and I'm never going to go and ask them. Because this once he says, well, I asked, okay, this person is not, okay, he's violated his bail conditions. This is not his first case. Why did you give him bail? Ari, I was not there. This person, the senior prosecutor was there on the day. I go straight to the senior prosecutor. The senior prosecutor goes straight to her. He changes his story. So now what started happening was the fact that they started questioning whether this is with the prosecutor from the regional court. Am I recording? Because I recorded that interaction. Unfortunately, that phone was stolen. I recorded that. And now when I had that interaction with the regional court, are you recording this? Oh, wow. So I felt that court was very biased, and I just voiced everything out. And they were like, are we going to continue with this case? I was like, you had said, because previously that magistrate had also said that if one of us, I've never been late. There was a time where I was very, very sick at 5 a.m. Only then I think I started feeling sleepy, and I sent the prosecutor and the investigating officer messages that please call me if this guy is in court because I am not well, or call me when court's trial is ready to start for us or with us. And because I am not well, I let where we were staying at, accommodation where we were sleeping at, I let them know they were fine. That was the only day. But then I did come to court and I say, I was present. I've never been absent from court. This magistrate guy says, also the next time if any one of you does not make it to court, I'm going to, the person who's going to win the case is the one that's not going to come. I mean, the one who is present at court. So what Staten's trick was is that he'll miss one trial date and come on the next. Miss, come. And then obviously he was there when we were both told this, and then the next one he doesn't come. Does magistrate stand to his word? Does he keep his word? No, I tell him this and he says, well, it's my court, I'm going to do as I please. And I'm like, keep to your word, sir. Was that fair? He became angry with me. I don't know whether I acted wrong or right with that, but I do believe in the truth, and forever and ever I shall stand by the truth. Going forward, so he dismissed me from court, threw me off out of the courtroom, and I was like, well, this is my truth. Why are you chasing me out of court? Is it because I'm saying that all I want is justice? So he throws me off, out of the courtroom and out of the testimony stand, and I leave. Also, another part was that I was crippled by this guy, and I was like, there's proof. And they say, well, that's not true. And I'm like, how do you know? I can show you the proof right now. I'll send it to my prosecutor. Okay, he throws me off the testimony stand and I leave. Fine. I go and I go to the normal court whereby everybody just sits. I don't know what's called, to the normal courtroom, and I sit and I open the tap. Oh, what I'm forgetting to mention is that at that time I was using a urinary catheter. So what that is for me as a female, it goes into your vajayjay, and each time you need to pee, because now what the problem in incontinency is that you don't feel it when you need to go to the toilet, when you need to pee. So when you it just goes out. So what happened is there'll always be something, unless I've just emptied the catheter itself, which is a bag. I'm going to put something, on the side here, what a catheter is, for those who don't know. So I go outside, I send Mr. Mokoti, what has been found and what is happening with me, and the results and the findings and what's happening with me. He still doesn't say, objection, my lord, or your honor. Justice in South Africa. Uzoyinuka ngobhonzo, I tell you. So I go inside, and inside the courtroom where everyone sits, where people who came to support, or whether you're waiting your time to be called in. I sit there and I open the tap. And I'm not proud of that moment, yes. I am not proud of what I did. But I was just so angry and so mad that I did what I did. I did what I did. I just opened, and no, I did not. No, I did not point it to anyone. I just, let it, pointed it, and made sure that the magistrate see what I said. And he called me whatever he wanted to call, and he made a ruling. Why couldn't he made a ruling, years earlier, when this guy was playing games with his time? That remains a question that I will always ask. So I did, try and get justice. I went to, certain entity. Hey, I got an answer from them saying they understood my situation. They did the best for me. And I was like, what the best? I gave them emails that were not responded to, SMSs, text messages that were ignored. And I asked, which is this, they sent my case to another court. I waited to be contacted. I called that court, and nothing. They know nothing about my case. And I waited and I waited until I changed hospitals. So what happened is, during this entire thing, I ended up switching cities, because obviously staying at home, you would know that I wasn't staying at home, but also I changed where I was staying. I stayed at my aunt's, and at some point, someone else decided, to take me in, and they said, what, be close to us. And which led me to changing a doctor. Well, doctors, but this one specific doctor, which was sweetheart, and I miss. Guys, do you miss your doctors though? I miss my doctor. I miss that part. Yeah, we're not there, but we changed hospitals, and I got another team of doctors, started attending psychiatry And my psychiatrist started saying that, what, let's pause on seeking justice, and perhaps maybe later, when you are ready and healthy and strong mentally and physically, emotionally as well, you can take this on again. But for now, these people are calling you names because you are not, healthy in either of those ways, or neither of those ways. And yeah, and I decided to listen to her, so I put a stop. And am I ready? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe let sleeping dogs lie. um Telling me in the comment sections whether, to go on, fight for my justice, or let's move on. um Carry on being istudla mafete fete banokibeli skuta. Oh yeah. Oh, lose weight again and be strong, be cute, feel sexy, and bangen, and see if they'll fight me this time, and see who will win. Let's advise me in the comment section. Also, I will be open with you guys that I did try, and my first attempt was, girl, you are not ready. They took me back. One thing about these people, they love this person, they are paid well. At least I didn't call anyone names. But okay, it is what it is, and I will stand by my truth. Come for me, whoever feels this is directed at them. And yeah, um it truly is what it is. I don't know what to do going forward. Like I said, please do advise me in the comment section. What do you think about justice in South Africa when it comes to women? Very soon there will be, I don't know if this will be released then or before, rallying for 16 days against abuse of women and children. 16, even though 16 days don't matter to these people, it matters, Ogoti, you know who you are, where do you work, and how much do you have, how much are you willing to give them. Are you going to give them a plant to smoke? Rest in peace. And no. Oh, also, what I had found out all through all of this was the fact that, oh, see, the lady that I had been thinking that was my friend who from the police services, whom I called and I would call, who would come to visit me, she was a snake. I called her name before on this channel and I said thank you. So I'll call her name, and she lied. Oh, Jacqueline, forgot her name, but she calls herself Jay Budze. She lied. She wrote a statement and lied regarding the other incident where Satani hit me in front of her. And what regarding the rape case, I'll do a separate video regarding that. Good night, good morning, have a lovely day, and thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope I'm going to be regular. Please tune in. Bye. Till my next upload.